the world felt heavy, as if the air itself was suffocating under the weight of despair. Clarity, with her bright eyes dimmed by uncertainty, had always sensed something was missing in her life. Every day was a battle, not just for herself, but for the countless faces she passed in her small town. Faces worn down by life, faces that had long forgotten the spark of hope. She felt their pain deeply, but what could she do? She was just one person, an ordinary girl in an ordinary world. Yet in the darkest of nights, a storm raging outside her window, everything changed. It came like a whisper in the wind, barely audible over the roaring storm. A voice, soft yet undeniable, cut through the noise. "You are the light they seek." Clarity shot up in her bed, heart pounding, the words echoing in her mind. Was it real? Had she imagined it? The room was still now, the storm outside a mere backdrop to the questions racing in her head. Why me? How could I possibly bring light when I feel so lost myself? Days passed, but Clarity couldn't shake the feeling that something inside her had shifted. That voice, those words, it wasn't a dream, it was a calling. But how does someone rise to become the light in a world full of shadows, especially when they are wrestling with darkness of their own? This episode begins Clarity's journey, not with grand action, but with an awakening, a spark that would lead her toward a destiny she never thought possible. She didn't have the answers, and she certainly didn't feel ready. But she realized that perhaps the light didn't come to those who were ready. It came to those who dared to answer the call. And in that moment, in the stillness after the storm, Clarity took her first step into the unknown, unaware that she was about to become the very light that the world so desperately needed. As the days turned into weeks, Clarity began observing the world around her with fresh eyes. Every interaction, each smile or frown seemed to carry deeper meaning. Once overlooked details now stood out. The kind smile from the grocer, the tired eyes of the school teacher, the laughter of a child playing in the street. Each moment felt imbued with significance, a reminder of the interconnectedness she had long known but deeply ignored. Determined to understand her newfound sense of purpose, Clarity set out to find answers. She pored over old books, tales of ancient heroes and modern-day leaders, searching for common threads. She sought the wisdom of elders in her town, hoping to glean some insight from their stories. Yet it was in the quiet moments of reflection at the local library where the next piece of her journey came into focus. There, amongst dusty tomes and forgotten lore, she found a leather-bound journal, its pages filled with musings and reflections from an unknown author. The words within spoke of a journey much like her own, a quest for meaning and the courage to step into the unknown. Each page of the journal was a testament to determination, courage, and the profound impact one person could have on the world. Inspired, Clarity began to pen her thoughts, her experiences, weaving her story into the fabric of her life. She realized that the act of documenting her journey was not just a tribute to her evolving sense of self, but a guide for others who might one day face the same call to action. As she continued writing, Clarity felt the pieces of her purpose falling into place. She started to see that her role was not to carry the weight of the world alone, but to ignite a collective flame of change within her community. It was a realization that filled her with both excitement and trepidation. Word of her journey began to spread through the town, whispered in cafes and discussed in evening gatherings. People started to approach her, seeking guidance, sharing their own stories of despair and hope. Clarity listened, offering a sympathetic ear and gentle encouragement, slowly realizing that every small act of kindness was a beacon that could pierce the veil of darkness hanging over her town. Inspiring others gave her strength. Clarity began organizing small gatherings, inviting her neighbors to come together to share stories and experiences. These meetings became a sanctuary, a safe space where people could shed their burdens and find comfort in collective unity. Through these interactions, Clarity discovered that the light she was meant to share was not hers alone. It was a shared flame, one that grew brighter with each person who dared to believe in it. By the end of this episode, the whispers of hope grew louder, carried on the winds of change that rippled through the town. Clarity, once feeling so ordinary, now stood at the heart of a movement. The next phase of her journey awaited, as she prepared to lead her community into a new chapter. Thank you for joining us on this journey. This story is brought to you by A Testament Media, uniting hearts through stories. We hope it inspired and uplifted you. If you enjoyed this experience, please like, share, and subscribe for more tales that touch the heart and soul. Stay blessed and continue to spread love and positivity in your daily life.